The double-bladed lightsaber is one of the most iconic saber designs. Not only does it look awesome, it is also shown to be highly effective, with Maul successfully defending against 2 Jedi for a prolonged period. But was the double-bladed lightsaber actually any good? Well, it really depends on what sort of double-bladed lightsaber you are talking about. Maul's saber possessed a long hilt, similar to a saber staff, but both in-universe and out. The first double-bladed lightsaber was used by the infamously powerful Sith Lord Exar Kun. The double-bladed saber used by Exar differed to Maul's in both design and functionality, with Exar Kun's hilt being significantly shorter, just like a regular lightsaber. Today we will take a look at whether the double-bladed lightsaber was actually better than a regular saber. We will also be looking at the differences in double-bladed lightsaber design, comparing Exar Kuns to Mauls, in an attempt to try and find out which saber is the most effective. The main advantage a wielder of a double-bladed saber had over their opponents was the ability to overwhelm them with a barrage of fast-paced attacks. This also held significant defensive advantages. The extra blade provided a barrier from opponents' undercuts or overhead swings, allowing its wielder to parry and then attack in a very short space of time. Wielders of double-bladed lightsabers would be both better protected from attacks while also exerting far less energy blocking incoming lightsaber strikes. This is particularly true of the double-bladed saber used by Maul. The wide grip of Maul's saber gave him the full power of both arms while defending against attackers, a significant advantage over both a regular saber and Exar Kun saber in a long and drawn-out battle. However, an advantage both Exar Kun and Maul's saber had over their opponents was the lack of familiarity with their double-ended blade. When Exar Kun first revealed his second blade, few knew how to counter the quick pace of his attacks. Similarly, the double-bladed saber was so rare by the time of Darth Maul's reveal that the Jedi were relatively unprepared to defend against it. The combined might of Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan struggled to defeat Maul, and some argue it was only through Maul's arrogance and luck that Kenobi was able to defeat him. However, Exar Kun's shorter hilt was possibly more advantageous in this regard. This saber could be used as a single-bladed lightsaber before the second blade was then ignited, catching his opponent completely by surprise. There were, however, significant disadvantages to a double-bladed lightsaber, particularly the long-hilted lightsaber used by Maul. Unlike regular sabers, double-bladed lightsabers were extremely limited in their ability to thrust or swing, the core moves of many lightsaber forms. So while initially the double-bladed saber may seem superior, upon a closer inspection it is clear they had some pretty damning drawbacks. However, that is not to say the double-bladed saber was inferior. In the hands of a Form 7 master such as Darth Maul, the inability to thrust, stab and swing could be made up for by a barrage of flips and power strikes. In reality, the double-bladed saber was only advantageous in the hands of an aggressive dueler, in most cases a Sith. However, the blade used by Exar Kun provided many of the advantages of a double-bladed lightsaber, while also allowing the user to benefit from the regular saber setting. The same is true of sabers like Asajj Ventress's, which allowed her to use it either as 2 blades or as a double-bladed lightsaber, making her a very versatile duelist. Overall, the double-bladed saber was limited, especially in the hands of an untrained user. However, in my opinion, with the right training or modifications, the double-bladed lightsaber could become a far more dangerous weapon than your standard lightsaber. But what do you guys think? Would you have a double-bladed lightsaber or would you stick to a regular lightsaber? Let me know down below. See you in the next video guys, and as always, may the Force be with you.